Let's go. I got a vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep into my soul. They call us crazy, we cutting the edge, unlocking the future and letting it go. This is a calling that's higher. The time we decided our stories are gonna be told. This is where legends are born. We paving the road, a future that favors the bold. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Something coming, I can feel it. Deep down in my spirit. Revolution, it's a new day. Time to redefine the limits. So vivid, I can see it. So loud, I can hear it. So they calling me a madman, but the future belongs to the fearless. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. We about to set the tone. We about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. Yeah. We on a new elevation. We came here to shatter the mold. We gon' shatter the mold. Yeah. We about to set the tone. We about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. Yeah. We on a new elevation. We came here to shatter the mold. Yeah. I know you hear it. I know you see it. We got a fearless. We got a genius. We got defiance. We got a beacons. We got a true believers. Yeah. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Yeah. Woo. Greatness.
Red alert, John, shine a light down. On the front lines of my mind now. Riding my time on the high ground.
what The Rock is cooking. They talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel tension rising. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
Hello and welcome to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Reese Rock Jones and
Sean Randy Smith bring you our reactions to the biggest party of the summer, Summerslam, which came at you on August 3rd of 2024 from Cleveland, Ohio at the Cleveland Browns Stadium in front of 57,791 of the WWE Universe in attendance.
this was a 7-match card with maybe the only real criticism being the predictability of it.
We will start off with a match that was for the WWE Women's World Championship as Liv Morgan put a title on the line against Rhea Ripley.
Now, we all knew that this was the eventual destination for Liv Morgan's revenge tour from starting when it happened the night after WrestleMania, which injured Rhea's shoulder.
Yes.
When Liv spent the majority of the next 3 months trying to get Dominic Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, a few weeks ago on Raw, Dominic basically told Liv to F off.
Yeah, basically.
Liv spent the opening parts of this match trying to play a bit of cat and mouse with Rhea, trying to stay away from her.
Mm-hmm.
That was until Rhea caught her shoulder running into the turnbuckle.
Yes. Causing Rhea's shoulder to be re-injured during the match.
And they would carry on that by having Liv take down the shoulder even more.
Yes.
However, later into the match, as Rhea Ripley started to get more and more frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
a chair came into play, which was initially brought into the match by Liv Morgan.
It was.
However, Rhea Ripley was able to land the riptide onto Liv Morgan. However, Liv Morgan, whilst that happened, Rhea did pick up the chair, only for Dominic Mysterio to basically tell her that if she used the chair that she would be disqualified. That gave Liv Morgan the opportunity to hit Oblivion onto Rhea Ripley, and here I believe Rhea Ripley became the first person to ever kick out of Oblivion.
Pretty much.
And then came the moment that pretty much every wrestling fan knew was coming.
Yeah, so as Liv Morgan was down on the floor, Dirty Dom helped her up. And the two literally kissed each other right in front of Rhea Ripley.
You're jumping ahead there slightly. So, Rhea Ripley kicks out of Oblivion the first time round.
Oh, yes.
And then Dominic distracts the referee whilst pointing to the chair for Liv, as if to say the chair's there, use it. So, Liv Morgan then delivers the Oblivion onto the chair, allowing the referee to count a 3 count. And for now, at least, Liv Morgan is still the Women's World Champion.
Yes.
And after the match, as we knew was going to happen.
Yes.
After the match, what happened? Well, Dominic helping Liv up off the ground. Dominic kisses Liv Morgan, and Michael Cole says,
"Dirty Dom, you dirty two-timing son of a bleep."
Let's face it, everyone who's ever watched wrestling for a long period of time could clearly tell that this was a direction that the story was going in.
Yeah.
And considering what happened later in the night, which we will get to momentarily, at Bash in Berlin, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a mixed tag team match. And then at Bad Blood, a possible rematch only taking place inside the demonic structure known as Hell in a Cell.
Yes. So, our next match was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship as Braun Breaker challenges Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship.
Now, Braun Breaker did learn a lot from the match at Money in the Bank. The main criticism I've been hearing about this, really, was the fact that they decided to turn it into a squash match.
Yeah.
As within the span of about 6 minutes or 5 minutes, and whatever seconds it was, Braun Breaker managed to avoid the Haruva kick.
He did.
Hit a spear, do his trick of running the ropes, and hit with one more high-speed spear before getting the 3 count and securing the Intercontinental Championship and his first singles championship since breaking out onto the main roster. Was anyone really expecting this to go any other way, though?
Yes, I was thinking the same.
We will say, though, that this story is not quite over yet, because at the time of its recording, this coming Monday, which will be the 12th of August, Sami Zayn will get a rematch, except that will be 2 out of 3 falls. However, at the same period of time, they seem to be leaning towards teaming up Sami Zayn and Jey Uso to go after the tag team titles.
Our next match.
Going from the mid-card title of Raw to the mid-card title of SmackDown.
As Logan Paul, with Machine Gun Kelly in his corner, put his title on the line, his United States Championship on the line, against L.A. Knight. Yeah!
Say what you want to about Logan Paul, the guy, again, has taken to professional wrestling very well. Unfortunately, of course, Machine Gun Kelly was disguised as a security guard for his part of it. And this did get slightly heated on the SmackDown before SummerSlam when LA Knight decided to pull a Grand Theft Auto job on Logan Paul's flying truck.
And he even turned up to this match in Logan Paul's Prime Hummer before smashing the windscreen out of it. Again, Grand Theft Auto, anyone?
So they brawled around the ring for quite a period of this match before actually getting into the match and the match getting underway.
It did indeed.
And then, of course, in typical Logan Paul fashion, brass knucks were attempted to be used. And Logan Paul was able to hit a blow onto LA Knight with the brass knucks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for Logan Paul because as he attempted to follow up with the buckshot, he was caught into the BFT and pinned in the ring with his own Prime logo on it.
Yes.
With LA Knight picking up the United States Championship. Or was anyone really expecting it to go any other way, just like the Intercontinental Championship match? The second that this rivalry was put into effect, we knew what the end result was.
Yes. Our next match is for the WWE Women's Championship, as Bayley put a championship on the line against the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
Yes, now, I don't. This was a interesting match, I would say.
It is. Or should I say it was.
because there's a little bit of a history between these two, especially when Nia Jax was slightly known for being reckless in her first run.
Yeah.
But what kind of makes this even more intriguing is the relationship that's being formed between Nia Jax and Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton. And that came into play in the closing moments of this match.
Yeah.
As Tiffany Stratton's music hit, it looked like she was coming out with a referee. Unfortunately, this was just used as a distraction to distract Bayley.
Yeah.
Who was ultimately counted into a powerbomb. Along with the Annihilator slash Yokozuna Bomb, whichever move you want to, whichever title you want to do it.
Yeah.
Allowing Nia Jax to pin Bayley to pick up the Women's Championship.
So our next match is a very personal match, as Drew McIntyre would take on CM Punk, but Seth freaking Rollins was the special guest referee.
Yes, and this was also CM Punk's first televised singles match in WWE for 10.5 years. And Seth did kind of play a role into how this match played out.
Yeah.
Yes, for the most part, there was incidences where Seth just let them fight.
Yeah.
However, times where both men were getting frustrated.
Of course.
Particularly towards the end of the match when CM Punk's bracelet, which has played a role into this recently, came off of Drew McIntyre, only for Seth Rollins to pick it up and put it on. Unfortunately, whilst CM Punk had Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice, he did notice that Seth Rollins was well in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of which led Punk to taking out Rollins.
Yeah.
And then this led to McIntyre hitting Punk with a low blow.
He did.
And a Claymore, which led Rollins to unwillingly count a 3 count, even though it did take a while. And then, of course, take the bracelet back and before leaving the ring. Some people would say, why didn't Punk win this? It's his first match back. But when you look, when you look at everything which has happened between these two since WrestleMania, with over a number of times, WrestleMania, the number 1 contendership the night after, Crash at the Castle, Money in the Bank, all the times that Punk has cost Drew, then Drew is going to win the first match, and the fact that this is not going to be a one and done series in this match. Now, on Raw, it looked like at some point that after being in the ring and cutting a promo, that Punk and Rollins were going to go at it.
Yeah.
Only for McIntyre to appear in the crowd and point out that he still had Punk's bracelet. That caused Punk to go chasing after Drew. And then Rollins was assaulted by Bronson Reed. And who hit not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 tsunamis in the ring.
Yeah, so something tells me that there's something brewing happening there, definitely.
Well, either that or it's just being used as a way to keep Rollins, possibly as a way to keep Rollins away from this McIntyre and Punk situation for a while.
Next match was for the World Heavyweight Championship, as Damian Priest put his championship on the line against Gunther.
Yes. Over the past couple of weeks, they've done an interesting job and a good job of building this up, so we actually gave a damn about this match. It's pretty much since losing the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, and then, of course, winning the King of the Ring, it was pretty much assuming that Gunther was going to win the title at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It was just a case of how they were going to do it, particularly when finally Damian Priest was starting to get himself over with the crowd.
Yeah.
So during this match, Finn Balor decides to show up at ringside.
He does, after he said earlier in the night that he's got Damian Priest's back.
And then, however, once Damian Priest was able to hit the South of Heaven chokeslam onto Gunther, Finn Balor put Gunther's foot over the rope, forcing the break in the count. Damian Priest looked up at the screen, saw what Finn Balor had done, looked at him and was like, "You son of a..."
Yes, and he had his hands around Finn Balor's throat until Gunther got Damian Priest right where he wanted him.
Into a chokehold. This chokehold was, first time round, Priest was able to get out of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, instead of keeping his attention on Gunther, he decided to go back after Balor.
Yeah.
Which allowed Gunther to put another chokehold onto Priest. And Priest passed out, causing the referee to call for the match. And the new World Heavyweight Champion, the original Gunther.
However, it seems that his reign is getting off to a very interesting start.
We'll get to that in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Now, on the episode of Raw that followed SummerSlam, Finn Balor explained his actions by showing the slight miscommunication to what happened during Finn Balor's World Heavyweight Championship match against Seth Rollins at last year's SummerSlam. And we were introduced to what they are calling the new Judgment Day of Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, J.D. McDowell, Carlito, and Liv Morgan.
Yes.
With Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley both being ejected from the group. Which is now really a surprise because ever since WrestleMania, both of them have been slowly getting over as a face.
Yeah.
and goes back to what I mentioned earlier, how at Bash in Berlin, we wouldn't be surprised if they did some kind of mixed tag team match with Priest and Ripley against some form of a Judgment Day.
And in our main event, we had Cody Rhodes put his undisputed WWE Championship on the line against Solo Sikoa.
Yes. There was a last-minute change made to this match on the SmackDown before Summerslam.
Yes. As we said on our pre-show, card subject to change.
Yes, so Solo Sikoa decided to challenge Cody Rhodes to Bloodline rules.
Yes, hence why we put the emphasis on card subject to change.
And because Bloodline rules is just really a fancy way of saying anything goes.
Extreme rules, no holds barred.
What? Solo Sikoa came to the ring by himself. However, Cody Rhodes' entrance was a bit of a special one. It started with her showing him on his bus.
Yeah.
Then, as what was being quoted as his last ride, we saw him leave with his dog. Then he had a bit of a face-to-face meeting with Double A Arn Anderson.
Yes, Arn Anderson making his return to WWE.
Stating that Cody Rhodes would have some backup, which we will get to, for this match. And then there was the traditional Cody Rhodes entrance to the ring.
Yes.
Well, I will say that possibly more so due to Cody Rhodes being so good than Solo, they tried to make it look like Solo could actually win this at some point by making him look as good as possible. Because there were, I would argue that before we got to the final 10 minutes or so, that Solo kind of dominated this match for the majority of it. And then, where do we get to? Oh yes, so neither man was getting to the advantage of this.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes eventually managed to hit a crossroads, only for Tonga Road and Tama Tonga to show up. Shocker there.
Shocker.
And of course they were savagely beating Cody Rhodes when, just like at WrestleMania, it was time for the Avengers to assemble.
rules start getting broken, you start questioning your fate. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel tension rising.
Yes, so first Kevin Owens comes to the ring to get some pieces of the bloodline. He manages to hold his own for a while, but eventually the numbers get a little bit too much. And then Randy Orton comes out to even the odds. They get rid of Tamatonga and Tangaloa so that it's just Solo in the ring with the slide slam, RKO, Crossroads, 1-2 kick out. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton then make sure that the Tongans can't be any more effective in this match.
Yeah.
So the match carries on for a couple of minutes more.
Yes.
But then the new enforcer of the bloodline, or so we're going to call him, Jacob Fatu, makes his presence known.
Yeah.
By jumping off the top rope. And then they get to the point where they position Cody Rhodes onto the announce table. Jacob Fatu jumps and splashes Rhodes through the announce table. Not 100% sure whether this went slightly according to plan or whether it went a little off rail, because I heard that Fatu was supposed to sell an injury, so there would be no interaction between him and what happens next. But it looked like he might have tweaked it more than he was supposed to.
Yeah.
So then we get Rhodes back into the ring. Solo goes for a splash, but Rhodes kicks out. Then it looks like that Solo's gonna go for the Samoan spike, but Rhodes collapses. Rhodes is then able to hit a Cody Cutter from the top rope. And the next thing, I want to slightly borrow something from the CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre stuff. Solo Sikoa has done several actions in the past couple of months.
He has.
Starting by assaulting Jimmy Uso and kicking him out of the bloodline, then bringing in his own bloodline. Saying that he's the tribal chief, the other one isn't coming back. Assaulting Paul Heyman and essentially kicking him out. And calling the other tribal chief weak. Well, Solo Sikoa, I would like to inform you, actions have consequences, and those consequences would be this. Here comes the return of the original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns,
Yes.
who runs into the ring. Superman punches Solo Sikoa, followed by a spear. Then there's an interesting look towards Cody Rhodes as if to say, I didn't do this for you.
Yeah.
He leaves. Cody hits Crossroads 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes is still the undisputed champion, and Roman Reigns will return to SmackDown tomorrow night. Gonna be interesting to see how they work that, but I think it's safe to say that the Bloodline Civil War is about to begin.
Yes, most certainly. So let us run you through the card one more time.
Liv Morgan, with a little bit of help from Dominic Mysterio, defeated Rhea Ripley to retain the Women's World Championship.
Von Breakker defeated Sami Zayn to become the new Intercontinental Champion.
LA Knight defeated Logan Paul to win the United States Championship.
Nia Jax defeated Bayley to become the new Women's Champion.
Drew McIntyre got a little bit of revenge by defeating CM Punk.
Gunther beat Damian Priest by technical submission to become the new World Heavyweight Champion.
And Cody Rhodes defeated Solo Sikoa in Bloodline Rules to retain the undisputed WWE Championship.
So that about does it for our biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam post-show.
WWE's international tour will continue in a couple of weeks when they head to Germany for Bash in Berlin.
So until then, he's been
He's the final boss, Rock Jones, and he's been
John Randy Smith, and we will see you in a couple of weeks. Speaking of